Today I have come with the topic or the chapter coal and petroleum. Our fifth chapter in science is about coal and petroleum. Coal कोयला और पेट्रोलियम मतलब जो क्रूड ऑयल आपको मिलता है फ्रॉम द डीपेस्ट लेयर ऑफ द अर्थ क्रस्ट, उसके बारे में हम बात करेंगे, जिसमें से हमको पेट्रोल मिलता है, केरोसिन मिलता है, ऑल डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स वी ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम इट. ओके, सो इवन कोल वी गेट फ्रॉम द अर्थ क्रस्ट. वी हैव कोल माइंस. Everywhere we do not get these things, coal and petroleum. You find these things at certain places where they have got accumulated since many years. So we are going to study about the history of coal and petroleum. What are they, where do we get, and their uses. So let's begin. We use various material for our basic needs. Some of them are found in nature and some have been made by human effort. मतलब कुछ नेचर से डायरेक्टली मिल जाता है और कुछ we human beings do effort to invent or discover it. Okay, so here is an activity given to you. You have to make list of such materials used in our daily life, which has to be classified as natural and man-made. ये तो आपको पता ही है, जो चीज़ें हम बनाते हैं, when man invents it or makes it, we consider it man-made, and the things which we directly get from nature, जो नेचर में ऑलरेडी होता है और हम उसको डिस्कवर कर चुके होते हैं और उसको यूज़ करते हैं, तो वो होता है नेचुरल. इज़ दैट क्लियर? दिस एक्टिविटी इज़ फॉर यू. यू हैव टू ऑब्जर्व योर सराउंडिंग्स एंड मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ नेचुरल एंड मैन मेड थिंग्स. ओके, लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. Inexhaustible natural sources and exhaustible natural sources. So as I told you, the sources, various sources which are available in nature, they are considered as natural sources, and natural sources can be again classified into two kinds. One, inexhaustible, जो कभी ख़त्म ना हो वैसा natural sources, और दूसरा एग्जॉस्टेबल नेचुरल सोर्सेज, मतलब जो लगातार यूज़ करने पर ख़त्म हो जाए, दैट्स कॉल्ड एग्जॉस्टेबल नेचुरल सोर्सेज. लेट्स सी. दीज सोर्सेज आर प्रेजेंट इन अनलिमिटेड क्वांटिटी इन नेचर एंड आर नॉट लाइकली टू बी एग्जॉस्टेड बाय ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज़. बाय ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज़ मतलब हम हमारे लिए यूज़ करते हैं, हमारी लाइफ को एग्जिस्ट करवाने के लिए, टू सस्टेन आवर लाइफ, वी यूज़ दीज नेचुरल सोर्सेज, एंड दीज नेचुरल सोर्सेज आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट एग्जॉस्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ आवर एक्टिविटीज़. एंड विच आर दे? दे आर सनलाइट, एयर. दे आर इनएग्जॉस्टिबल नेचुरल सोर्सेज. एग्जॉस्टिबल नेचुरल सोर्सेज, तो अब आपको पता चल ही गया होगा कि ऑपोजिट ऑफ इनएग्जॉस्टिबल इज एग्जॉस्टिबल. सो द अमाउंट ऑफ दीज सोर्सेज, रिसोर्सेज इन नेचर is limited. They can be exhausted by human activities. Examples of these resources are forest, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas. ये सब हमको नेचर में से मिलता ज़रूर है, लेकिन लगातार इसको यूज़ करने पर कहीं ना कहीं जाके ये ख़त्म हो जाएगा. सो दे आर कंसिडर टू बी एग्जॉस्टिबल नेचुरल रिसोर्स. ये फिर से होगा ज़रूर, लेकिन इट विल टेक thousands of years to get replenished. Now, children, exhaustible resources, natural resources are just like the eatables or that whole cake, a big cake, 1 kilo cake. If you have and you are the only one to eat, then that cake you will have with you for few days. If you love cake, then it may not even remain for more than 1 day, but then also at a time you can have few pieces and rest you can leave it for some other time to eat. But if you imagine one more friend comes and wants to share the cake, then again one more, like that five of your friends comes and visits you, and you have to share the cake with them, then what will happen? In one time itself the whole cake is going to get emptied, exhausted, right? So cake is the natural resource, and you and your friends are the population here. As the population increases, the exhaustible natural resources gets distributed among the population, and as it increases, obviously the exhaustible natural resources is going to get exhausted earlier, or consumption of it is going to increase. Even you can take in some other way, in a container, if you have put some eatable, daily if you take those eatable from there, and someday you will find that the container gets emptied. Similarly, these exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum or natural gas gets exhausted or is going to get exhausted completely if you keep on using it like this. If you use it haphazardly without thinking, if you don't use it judiciously, then the exhaustible natural resources which are going to get emptied after some time, but they will get exhausted earlier, before time. So to how these natural exhaustible natural resources can be preserved, we have to learn, or we have to know how they are formed. So today we are going to study about few of the exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas. These were formed from the dead remains of living organisms. Dead remains of living organisms can be animals, insects, then plants, which are considered in one word as fossils, and so they are also called fossil fuels. Okay, why they are called fossil fuels? They are called fossil fuels because they are formed from the fossils or the dead remains of living organisms. So the first exhaustible natural resource we are going to talk about is coal, black diamond, which we consider as black diamond. Now, do you know, हीरा जो है वो एक तरह का कार्बन है. This is the hardest carbon, and coal is also carbon. Now let's see how coal is formed and the properties of coal and how it is, where it is used. You may have seen coal or heard about it. It is as hard as stone and is black in color. And coal is one of the fuels used to cook food. Earlier, कोयला यूज़ किया जाता था फूड कुक करने के लिए. Earlier it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engine. शुरुआत में जब ट्रेन इन्वेंट हुआ और वो रन होता था ऑन कोल. Steam was produced, that is called steam engine, and steam was produced by burning coal, and so this is how the engine of the train was functioning. It is also used in thermal power plants. Thermal power plant वो plant होता है जहाँ पे कोयला टन के क्वांटिटी में कोयला जलाया जाता है, बर्न किया जाता है to produce electricity, and still it is present, and जो electricity आपके घर तक पहुँचता है, the electricity which you are using it for running your different appliances is produced in thermal power plants. Coal is also used as a fuel in various industries. Okay, चलो हम देखते हैं आगे story of coal. About 300 million years ago, Earth had dense forest in low-lying wetland areas. Wetland areas means the areas which are well wet, मतलब एकदम गीला, क्योंकि अगर डेंस फॉरेस्ट है अगर तो फिर ट्रीज़ ज़्यादा होंगे. अगर ट्रीज़ ज़्यादा होंगे तो एट द मतलब कि जो वहाँ की जो सतह होगी, ज़मीन होगी, वो कैसा होगा? इट वुड बी वेट, वो गीला होगा. सो दे वर कंसिडर्ड एज वेट लैंड बिकॉज ड्यू टू द कैनोपी ऑफ ट्रीज सनलाइट doesn't reach till the bottom, till the foot of the trees, so the land remains wet, and due to natural processes like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil, and as more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. मतलब वो दब गया वो forest due to flood. It got buried under the soil, and as the soil got deposited over it layer by layer, they were compressed, and the temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. जैसे जैसे ये plants forest अंदर के लेयर्स में सिंक करता गया, मतलब दबता गया, उतना ही टेम्परेचर बढ़ता गया. बिकॉज एज यू गो टूवर्ड्स द डीपर लेयर ऑफ अर्थ क्रस्ट, द हीट increases. The temperature is higher in the deeper layers of the earth crust than the surface. So under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal. And as coal, और ये एक दो साल में नहीं होता, it takes thousands of millions, you can say, years to form. So as coal contains mainly carbon, the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. The dead plants, आप देख सकते हो कि सूखी लकड़ी अगर आप उसको जलाते हो तो वो क्या फॉर्म करता है? वो ब्लैक कार्बन में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. सो इट्स कंसिडर्ड, दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड carbonization. Conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, coal is also called a fossil fuel. So coal is a fossil fuel. Why? Because it is formed from the remains of vegetation, as we had seen it when we were seeing the definition of fossil fuel, from the remains of living organism. So vegetation is also a living thing, and so from the dead remains of vegetation, coal is formed. So it is considered as fossil fuel. When it is burned in air, it produces carbon dioxide gas. Okay, in the presence of air, when it is burned, it forms carbon dioxide gas, and coal is processed in industry to get useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Coke, अब ये coke क्या है? It is a tough, porous and black substance, and it is an almost pure form of carbon. उसमें से impurities निकाला गया होता है और extracted pure carbon is coke. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metal. It generates heat highly and so it is used for manufacturing steel. Now let's talk about coal tar. It's a black liquid and it's thick liquid with an unpleasant smell and it's a mixture of about 200 substances. Products obtained from coal tar are used as starting material for manufacturing various substances that is used in our everyday life and in industries. Just as synthetic dyes, dyes means colors, synthetic colors, drugs, explosives, here drugs means medicines, explosives, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials, etc. And interestingly, naphthalene ball, Damanni Godi Kaj, naphthalene balls, which are used for repelling the moths or the insects, are obtained from coal tar. So you have seen this black coal tar, black thick liquid, how it is useful to us. Coal gas. Now, coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. This coal gas which we are talking about is used for the processing of coal to obtain coke, and it is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. Wherever coal processing plants are there, other industries are also set up so that the same fuel can be used to obtain other things for the production of other objects. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic, that is petroleum.